The table shows information about the weekly earnings of 20 people who work in a shop. Work out an estimate for the mean of the weekly earnings. So in order to work out an estimate for the mean of the weekly earnings, we need to find the midpoint of their weekly earnings, which is this left-hand side column here. So what we can do is we can add an extra column to this table here. And we can write the midpoint in this column. So the midpoint of 150 and 250 is 200. And we'll carry this on for the rest of the table. So now what we need to do is we need to work out a mean for this information. So as we can see from the frequency column, one person has a weekly earning of 200. So we can do 1 multiplied by 200. And the next row down, 11 people have a weekly earning of 300. So we can add 11 times by 300. Next, 5 people have an earning of £400. So we'll do 5 multiplied by 400. 0 people have an earning of 500, so we can miss this one out. And then finally 3 people have a weekly earning of 600. So next we can simplify this down. So 1 multiplied by 200 is 200. Now 11 times by 300 might look difficult, but if we remove these 2 zeros and do 11 multiplied by 3, this gives us 33, and then we can add the 2 zeros on. 5 times by 400 gives us 2,000, and then 3 multiplied by 600 gives us 1,800. And next we need to add these all together. So we can use a column method for this. So as we can see, the first 2 numbers will be 0, as there's only zeros in those columns. 2 add 3 add 0 add 8 gives us 13, and we'll carry over the 1. And finally 3 add 2 add 1 gives us 7. So what we can see is that 200 add 3,300 add 2,000 add 1,800 gives us 7,300. Now 7,300 would be the total weekly earnings of all 20 people. So what we need to do to find the mean of these earnings is we need to divide 7,300 by 20. Now again, this might look like quite a difficult sum, but we can cancel out these 2 zeros on both the top and bottom of the fraction, and this leaves us with 730 divided by 2. So what we need to do is half 730. And this gives us a mean weekly earning of £365. Nadia says the mean may not be the best average to use to represent this information. Do you agree with Nadia? You must justify your answer. So as we can see from the table we were given in Part A, there were quite a few outliers, especially in this higher weekly earnings area. Now when we're using the mean, we must include these outliers in the information. Now including these higher weekly earnings will bring the average up, and it may not be an accurate representation. So Nadia says that the mean may not be the best average to use. And because the outliers will affect this information, we can agree with Nadia and say, yes, we agree with Nadia because outliers will affect the mean.